Hey everyone, I am back on social media after almost, I think, a week off. So as you saw, I just needed to disconnect because I had my nutrition exam earlier this week, and I tend to get very distracted. So I needed to log off and kind of clear my head and have my full attention on this exam that I've been studying for 2 months now, and really in the last 2 weeks have been intense studying, pretty much my entire free time. So I wanted to. So now it's good. I feel good about it. I think I did pretty well, and now it's like 2 weeks waiting, which sucks, but it's all good. But I wanted to jump on and share with you some of the things I feel my body went through, and it's still going through because it takes our nervous system, all our systems, to kind of calm down after we have a period of stress, and it affects a lot of areas in our lives. So you may not realize the connection it has. So I wanted to share my experience, just so that you can be aware of the things that happen to us can influence a lot of our mood, our just how we feel about ourselves. So I find in the last 2 weeks I haven't had a lot of time to exercise, which is that's my stress reliever. That's how that's when I feel my best, and that's how I relieve stress. And depends what you like to do, but for me it's exercise and getting out in nature. And it's been so warm, so I haven't exercised a whole lot, and I haven't been outside a whole lot, which really affects me no matter what's going on. And then add stress to it, my body's just not liking it. So it's gonna get back to where it was, but it's not liking it right now. And there's a few reasons. So because when we're stressed, our cortisol, which is our stress hormone, increases, and that can cause a lot of different things, like weight gain, bloating, so many different things, anxiety, so many things, right? So I'm feeling right now it's starting to feel better, but during this time I felt bloated, for a few reasons, probably because I wasn't exercise. Although I was trying to eat the best I could, but that's the thing. So because I know when I get stressed, I want to reach for the carbs and stuff like that. So I made a point. During this time, I'm going to fuel my body the right way. I'm going to try to do everything I can to stay focused, because I know if I have all this crap, it makes everything worse. So I tried to eat good. I did eat good, but still feeling bloated and stuff like that. And the reason for that is my cortisol was high, and it was affecting my digestion. So that's what happens. So if you think of the fight or flight response, is when in the past where we had to flee to just from an animal, right? Just we had to run. Everything shuts down, digestion, everything, just to make sure that we can get through the situation. So the same thing applies when we're stressed. So digestion shuts down, and it's concentrating on all these other things that think your body is physically stressed, but it's not. And so yeah, I was feeling bloated. So many things were happening, which is bloating, brain fog. I couldn't concentrate a whole lot, even though during my exam I was good, but before I was just in a I couldn't figure it out. I was out of it for some reason. First of all, because I wasn't exercising, that I release my stress when I exercise 100%, and I wasn't getting out in nature. So there's a lot of things, but even though I was having the right foods, I was still feeling bloated. I wasn't digesting my food properly. So if you're on the cleanest diet and you're shit, I can't seem to lose weight, well, we have to really look at your stress level, because it does affect us. It affects all areas of our lives, and we need to get that under control, because if you're not digesting your food, well, your body doesn't know what to do with it. It's not getting the nutrients it needs to heal itself, to just for everything, for energy production, for if you're feeling depressed, it's all linked to the gut health. So if your stomach is just underactive, you have no energy, you can't process your food, you're depressed, all these things are related. So All to say, like, all this has taught me, it's reinforces, right? It's just like, whoa, like, this is real stuff. Like, if I'm stressed, my body's not liking it. It won't digest the food I'm having. So learning to manage that stress is crucial. And during small amount of times, like, what I went like 2 weeks, like, that's like totally fine. That's good. But the issue with that, the issue after that is when we're constantly in a stressed state. Well, this thing happens. So our digestion is compromised. So what do you think that leads to? Well, weight gain, depression, anxiety, all these things that we don't think have anything to do with the food that we eat or our gut health it's all related. So stress is like 98% of illnesses are stress related. So learning to release that stress, calm our nervous system is so important. So for me, now I'm going to concentrate on exercise, getting out in nature, really rebalancing my organs and calming everything down. And that's what we have to do. So that's why, like, exercise is so important, or just moving your body. If you don't want to lift weights, fine, whatever. Move your body, walk, cycle, do whatever you need to do to burn and to just de-stress your body. And eat the right foods. So it's a combination of everything. So you can't just have one thing. You can't just eat healthy without exercise. You can't just exercise without a good diet. And that's why I studied holistic nutrition and not just nutrition, because I think everything is related. So you really have to look at diet, exercise, stress level, sleeping patterns. All of it is going to get you to where you want to go. And it's just starting small. Like I've said in previous videos, find something that you can do that's going to make you just move your body, because that's what it wants. We're not meant to sit for long periods of time. I get like so antsy. I just can't do. And that's why I left a government job where I was sitting all day, because in the end, I was that crazy person. I was like going around getting people moving and getting people to the stairs, up and down the stairs, because I'm like, guys, you're going to be able to you're going to be so productive after you do this that you're doing this. So I was that annoying person. And then they would go back to their desk and be like, okay, now like I'm good. I'm focused. I'm like, yeah, you are. Like, right? So yeah. And that's why I'm like, let's go into it. But like, that's why I left. And that's why my passion now and my purpose is to help people realize that everything you do in life is related to movement and nutrition, and just it's all related. So if you're not productive at work, you just can't get things done, you're feeling depressed, well, you really have to look at your food, you have to look at your stress, and you have to exercise, you have to move your body. So all that to say, just a little bit of what I went through, and hopefully you can take this away and or kind of make the connection and something that's going on in your life. So if you feel like you've had a stressful situation and you're like, okay, now I feel like everything is off. Well, it's because things are off. So learning to just recenter yourself, and just, if it's a quick thing, you're going to go back to your eating after, that's good. So just make sure if it's stressful time, get out of it after, back to the eating, back to the exercise, all the good things. And don't get stuck in the cycle where it's like, shit, now I'm depressed, I have no motivation, because I had no motivation. I'm like, shit, I don't want to move my body now. Like, I'm focused on something else, I'm not feeling good, right? But you have to go back to your ways, or it's a cycle. And that's where people get stuck, and that's how you end up with 50 pounds extra on you in 2 years, because you didn't manage all the important things in life. All right, so all this to say, manage your stress and eat well and exercise, and I will catch you guys in a bit. All right, take care.